Someone is scared that you're exactly who you say you are. They were hoping you were someone different, hoping they could trick you or play you. Out of reach, big changes, afraid to be alone. This person's afraid to be alone. They wish that you would lower your standards. You don't want to do that, I promise. Stay out of reach from this person. They wonder why you're out of reach. Well, I'm getting a sense that you're out of reach for a reason. You don't owe this person anything. I just got high on their own supply. Or, gosh, someone who thinks they can get away with some stuff. Someone who takes advantage a lot. Enjoyed taking advantage of you, but they can't now. You let them get away with some things, and they miss that. They miss that about you. But no, you're out of reach for a reason. You made the right decision with this person. 3 cards here. Self-medicating. Open invitation. Rose-colored glasses. Watching your life. Wondering how they can fit into it again. Like looking for gaps in your life. Wondering if you have any kind of need for them at all. But you told them who you are. Like I started out saying, they're afraid you are who you say you are. Who you portray yourself to be. You're not fake. They were hoping you were fake. So they could take advantage. You're not fake, you're just polite. You let them take advantage, but only because you were getting something out of it. Then that's really not taking advantage, is it? It's not being taken advantage of if you're getting something out of the deal. But you're smart to let this person go as soon as you felt like it was out of balance. They don't like the fact that you stand up for yourself. Red flags everywhere. Wonder if they did this to you, if you changed. You're just intuitive. They wondered, like, if you changed who you were because of something they did. Like, not necessarily changed who you were, but who you were toward them. Like, they think now that you've gotten meaner, holding you back. Is it because they were holding you back? They're analyzing this because you're not as close as you used to be. Some of you are completely out of reach. Some of you are just more like emotionally out of reach, but physically you're still there. Yeah, someone's really trying to figure you out. I'm getting like a vision of a parking lot. As though your life's a parking lot, or there in any empty spaces where they can park. Is what they're wondering. And they're sitting back watching. Not to make you paranoid, but you already know this. They feel like they're holding you back no matter what, and that you're on to that. They didn't see what they were doing as holding you back, though. Like they thought they were doing something to enrich your life. No, there's no life enrichment. This person just has their own agenda. Really, it's that they're desperately lonely. Afraid to be alone came out. I'm not trying to say there's nothing special about you, because you definitely are special to this person. But they're motivated a lot by just not wanting to be alone or shaming other people into not being alone. Like that energy of someone who goes around insulting women, calling them cat lady because they don't want to be with someone. That's not an insult. Most of us love cats. Some of us prefer dogs. The point is, someone who wants to insult you, like, example, somebody might say, well, enjoy your dog. Okay, I will. I love my dog. I walk him every day. He's my best friend, you know? Look, people are projecting when they do that. Don't let anyone get to you with that. You're allowed to be selfish and alone, and this doesn't just have to be for women. Trust me on that. I have a lot of people in my comments, a lot of men who are happy alone and would rather be alone than with the wrong person. This person uses that kind of guilt on people. They don't see it that way. They think it's gentle. They're always joking. They really see your life as a parking lot. I'm going to the Spill Tea Oracle deck. Okay, immediately, unexpected revelation, unspoken desires, push and pull. Have they made a revelation to you lately? Or tried to dig deep? Like, I'm getting from this that someone's trying to create something, trying to create a desire where there isn't one, trying to make you think, like gaslight you into thinking that you should be with them, that you should give them a parking space. You don't have to give them anything. Don't give them a parking space. Definitely don't give them a car. I don't know who that's for. Don't buy them anything. Let me get some advice here. And now that Joni Mitchell song, they paved down paradise, put up a parking lot. Keep paradise, okay? Like, you can have both. Paradise can have a parking lot. Keep your paradise. I know that's a weird thing to say, but that's the image I'm getting, is like, you might have a nice place to live, and I'm just talking figuratively. They're seeing you as someone who has paradise and a parking lot. That's weird. They just don't understand why they can't come along. You are a lighthouse. Okay, that's what's going on. You're drawing these people in. But remember, moths that get drawn to the flame, to the light, can get, unalived. So this person could get burned by the light, flying too close to the sun. Like, who do they think they are? I'm really getting that kind of attitude. They don't realize they're a bully. And it could be a third party trying to fix you up with someone, trying to make you think, well, aren't you alone in that big house by yourself? Or that little apartment, wherever it is? Aren't you alone? Aren't you sad? Like, they're projecting. They're trying to make their own agenda come to light. Didn't I get unspoken desires? Yeah. Hidden desires, hidden motives, push and pull came out. Like, they're also considering other options. Look, people don't realize how needy and weird they are. Like, seriously, I'm getting needy and weird. Like, I've had that happen to me. Have you ever had that happen to you? Women trying to force me to go out with their sons. No, thank you. Anything sent to harm you has been bound, including this. They can't harm you. Don't let anyone force you into anything. You're allowed to be alone. I'm telling you, they have such a horrible, creepy, weird agenda. And they think they're being funny. They think it's cute. It's like when you talk to anyone and, society's filled with these people. We just have to overlook them. I feel like it's not as bad as it used to be, except maybe with the older crowd who hasn't got that memo yet that a lot of us are just happy being alone. Happier than we've ever been with a person. If the right person does come along for you, and that's what you want, your spirit will tell you. But your spirit is telling you, this isn't it. Oh, I hate it when people do stuff like this. Been experiencing that my whole life. People with agendas. They think not just an empty parking space, but an empty room in your house or something. Can they move somebody in? You got to watch, especially if you're around certain social groups or churches or something. Oh, they're bad for that. They're really bad for that. Ugh, I've been through that before. Because there are people in life who will case you, who will just get to know you. You don't realize it. But they're just making a case of your life, seeing where the gaps are, seeing where you can fill their needs, and all you're trying to do is be nice. And some of us are people pleasers. I know my collective, we're people pleasers, unfortunately. You don't have to do anything. I'm getting reminded of somebody that did this to me one time. I was new in town, and I got a roommate forced on me. Massive mistake. Massive mistake. Shouldn't have happened. Really bad. Ended badly. No one else wanted to take this girl on. People pleaser, me, never again, never again. You will not be deceived. Say no. You already have the victory. See, say no. This message is for someone who's having trouble saying no because there's a lot of pressure. And perhaps guilt as well. Like, well, you don't have kids. And maybe you do. I'm just talking as an example here. Maybe you do have kids and all this stuff. But it's like someone's coming along trying to shame you, guilt you into getting what they want. Don't tell them things. I suggest giving this person the cold shoulder, if possible, unless you really have to be around them. They don't need to know everything going on in your life. People will do that. They'll act so nice and they're just trying to get to know you. And then later they come back to you with all this stuff that you can do for them. And you realize, wow, that person was really paying attention. This person's noticed a lot of small details about your life. Oh, I don't like this energy at all. Oh, I know exactly. Oh, I've felt this before. Please know that you have the right to say no. This person's not going to like it. And some of them might be in some kind of position of power over you where you're afraid to say anything but yes. But let's manifest a big change for you, that you won't have to go through this. Faith over fear. Determination. Paint outside the lines. Okay, there's a creative solution here. And you are determined and fearless. You can get through this. Don't let them take anything from you. Like, don't feel like you have to leave a job just because this person's there. In fact, only if you feel like leaving. But I am getting it could be somebody at work or somebody in your neighborhood, just maybe your family, but someone who they really set their sights on you and what you can do for them. And they're so selfish. They don't realize how selfish they are. Because there are people in this world who don't realize that some of us are people pleasers to a fault. It goes back to early childhood, to trauma. Because some of us weren't given a choice. It's go along, submit. And that's what's led to a lot of us being diagnosed with stuff like autism and certain other neurodivergent stuff. It goes back to early childhood trauma. People who say stuff like, well, you need to learn to say no. They don't know how it is. They don't know. And this is someone who's going to blame you for, and say stuff like that. Say stuff like, well, you could have said no. When you were begging me, when you were sick, when you were manipulating me. I mean, I've had people pull that on me, and it's like, there's no way I could have said no in the moment. You pressured me too much. You were sick. I had to take care of you. I was scared for you. I was taking care of your children. You know, people will do this. Do not take on their problems as your own. Take care of yourself. This person does not care about you the way they are acting. And they're scared that they're not going to be able to get one over on you. That's what this started out as. They're scared that you are who you say you are. Be who you say you are. Don't bend for them. Don't give them anything. They're going to just move on to somebody else. And that's really sad. I mean, I've seen it happen so many times in my life too. I've seen both ways, men and women get pressured into relationships they didn't even want to be in because of churches or groups, societies, families. Well, I might die alone. Well, dying alone is a privilege. Don't ever get with anybody because you're afraid to die alone. I mean, you might not even live that long. Not trying to be morbid, but that's a really bad reason to get into a relationship or to have children. Because usually, I mean, statistically what happens is, well, let's not go down that rabbit hole right now. I'm going to say statistically, some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's usually the woman who takes care of the man. The women usually outlive the man anyway, so the woman usually takes care of the man until there's nobody left to take care of her. Take care of yourself. And if you have kids or even a spouse, there's no guarantee they're going to take care of you. No guarantee at all. Last card. I'm not trying to be depressing. I'm just telling you like it is. You don't owe this person anything. Do not let them pressure you. Be exactly who you say you are. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. You attract healthy relationships. That's perfect. That always comes out when it's something that's really unhealthy like this. This is an unhealthy thing going on, but I'm really getting it's got a lot of sweetness attached to it. Like a sweet little granny, you know? Someone who, oh, they wouldn't hurt anybody. Look, there is malicious kindness. You know what I mean? People who are being kind to you because they want something, because they're trying to get something big. They're being really quiet about it, but you've got an inkling, and this isn't going to resonate for everybody, and it's okay. It is okay. But stand strong. And some of you, I just got that it's not you going through it, but a friend. Don't let your friend get taken in by that. Help your friend. Talk to your friend and tell your friend what you have noticed or what you have felt intuitively, because you've gotten intuitive feelings about this. I mean, I know it just in my life experience. There are so many people I regret saying things to because I didn't realize they were keeping track, and later they were going to ask me for a favor. I'm like, wow, I shouldn't have said anything. It's sad, but let your intuition guide you. Your intuition has told you this. In fact, go within and ask your intuition. Pay attention to how you feel around this person, what it makes you feel, so that you'll know for other situations. Because you definitely get some kind of spiritual feeling around this person, and it's not good. Even though it should be good. Like your flesh is telling you, oh, this is a nice person. They care about me. They're bringing me pies at work, whatever. No, there's a lot of selfishness going on here, a lot of manipulation. Oh. Let's manifest that it's over soon and that the right people come into your life. You attract healthy relationships. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.